been at this wedding. So I thought I'd do that now. It's actually a really, really cool spot. It's like it was two trailers and they renovated it to be kind of like a tiny home. This is kind of like the outdoor area, kitchen area. I just kind of cleaned some booze. So these are actually, I don't know if I've showed you, but these are my two wedding dress options. I'll insert a photo of this pink one, how it looks. Or there's this fun little short black one with like, it's got some fabric on the side. But yeah, this is the place. There's an Airstream there. Bridesmaids stay here. And there's like a little lounge area. And then we had a fire over there. There's Paul's van. It's a huge property, so there's a room in here, bathroom, and then this is like a loft area where people stay. So there's a total of like 4 accommodation spots. So you have to climb up this like ladder thing, which is kind of sketchy to do with one hand. This is it. And then little steps down. But I'm about to get ready. I'm gonna shower really quick. And then I'm thinking of crimping my hair. Yeah, I don't know if that's the best move to have it down, but I think it'll be fine, hopefully. I like did a slicked back ponytail yesterday with the dress that I had. Oh, I gotta pee. I just got out of the shower. Take a little sip, hydrate for the night. This is Osea face oil. I only do one little dollop, pump, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really good at makeup, so therefore I don't use a primer. I've heard about what a primer does, but my moisturizer is my primer or my sunscreen. Next up is probably hair, I think. Whew, we're already hot. I wish I was able to play the music that I'm playing right now to get ready. It's boppin'. It's the vibes you want before a wedding. Okay, so it's 3:02. It's 3:02. I don't know if I'm being ambitious to say that I'll be ready with hair and makeup by 4:20. Come further. All right, that's heating up. Okay, it's the highest it can go. Brush the hair, tame the hair. Okay, step 1 is done. I straightened my hair so it's not super puffy. It's 3:21 right now. I'm gonna do this first strand and see how long it takes me, and then I have to decide if I'm gonna crimp it or not. Okay, so update. This is not gonna work. I think I made a mistake with straightening it before, because it, like, the heat won't take. So I think I'm just gonna have to straighten it.
Whatever will survive. They were on the bag.
Uh-oh. I've been drinking.
Oopsie daisy.
I think it's water for me the rest of the night.
Actually?
Might be.
Sabroso, señoras y señores. Este es un baile que se llama cha-cha-cha. ¿Cómo es? Ahí baila mi cha-cha.
waiting to light it up. It's the end of the night. I am exhausted, dehydrated. It's been so hot here. You know, a little deep breath doesn't hurt. That's what I feel like I need right now. There's a little fire going on outside, but it's making me nauseous. I'm gonna change. I'm really exhausted. Let's talk about this hat. It's so cool. There's also some like lightsaber things that came with the dance party, which was fun. Look. I'm so tired. We're supposed to wake up early too because we're gonna go to the X Games, which is hosted in my hometown, which is so fun. Tomorrow I think are finals, which should be fun, hopefully, fingers crossed. But there's a group of us that were here for the wedding also going tomorrow, so all is well, all is good. I'm just really exhausted. You should see what's behind me right now. It's a bunch of booze and hydration packs. Liquid IV. Lemon lime is the only way to go. I don't care what you say. Lemon lime is the best flavor there ever will be.
Can you grab my phone?
We're basically camping.
Where it is? Can you grab it? Yeah.
Hard.
Frog?
Never mind. I'll find it. I really don't know.
That's my man. That's my man.
It's black.
I'm sleepy.
And I'm looking in the far left room, right?
Hey.
If you go in, you turn left, it's all the way down.
Stranger back there.
I don't know her by first name.
I just know she wants a cocktail with 6 different liquors in there.
No. My father booked it. It's not going to be me.
Lovely little morning stroll. We are in the studio. This past weekend I was out of town for a wedding, as you saw. Friday, Saturday were the wedding, and then Sunday we left San Ynez area and headed to the X Games, and that was really cool. And then yesterday we had a kickball game. It was like the finals for the summer season. We did great our first game and then played against the best team our second game. It was like single elimination, so if you won the first, you just continue playing the more you win, but obviously if you lose, there's no game after that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and then we celebrated at the Bench Warmer, so if you're local, you know where that is, but Bench Warmer's kind of like a little bit of a dive bar. It's about 12. I kind of had a slow morning. I need to get my shit together in regards to ceramics. I have a market in September. It's like a smaller market. I'm also doing a collaboration with one of my favorite small businesses. I also need to work on just inventory in general because eventually I want to transition into just selling online, having like a marketplace website. So there's lots to do. I've been feeling very, I don't know how you would describe it. I don't know. Like, I've been having a lot of like this word's hard for me. Existential? Yeah, I think existential is what I'm trying to say. I don't even know if that's describing the kind of thoughts that I'm having, but existential? Existential. This is sometimes the problem I face with having spoken Spanish as my first language. There's certain words that I can't really say, or that come harder for me. But existential in psychology and psychotherapy, existential crises are inner conflicts characterized by the impression that life lacks meaning or by confusion about one's personal identity. Yeah, this describes what I've been feeling lately. It just feels like I turned 25 last month, and I think I thought it was going to be a lot further along when I turned 25. At least that's what I thought the year before, when I was turning 24. So I had all these goals leading up to turning 25, and I feel like I didn't really accomplish a lot of them. And now being 25, I'm like, I'm getting older. I should have more clarity on what I want to do. And that's not really the case. I feel like, if anything, it just seems really blurry. Like, even this whole ceramic thing, I love doing it, but I feel like it's been really hard for me to gain like traction. And part of that, or I would say the majority of that, is kind of my fault, because it's my business. So I think obviously the more effort you put into your business, the more it's going to grow over time. And I'm not saying I haven't put in effort, but I do think there's areas of lack, like being active on social media. I mean, that's like the way people grow their businesses these days. But what I also have to remind myself is social media marketing is a full-time job in and of itself. And on top of that, there's a lot of other logistical things that are full-time jobs. And I'm doing all that while working full-time at a bar. And I'm not complaining at all. It just feels very heavy sometimes. And I'm just ready for things to kind of work out. There's also this like inner battle of like, I have these really big goals in life, and I've always been really ambitious and been willing to take risks. But there's also this other side of me that feels like I'm kind of a fraud. Like, I'm setting out to do all these things, but that like negative side of me wants to say like, oh, you're all talk, you know, like you can't actually accomplish these things. And I know that's a lie, and I'm learning through therapy like ways to kind of manage that voice and quiet it. I mean, I think what my therapist has said is you don't want to like shame that side of you, because that side of you is just trying to protect you. But the way that side of me is going about protecting me is not working. So I have to kind of retrain my mind into thinking otherwise, or yeah, I don't know. It's very complicated. Lots of things to figure out, but I'm also planning a move in these next coming months, and we had initially planned to leave in August, which is like a week away, and that isn't going to happen just because money is tight. And we don't really want to continue the rat race of me having to kind of pick up a job out there, which I'm completely okay doing and kind of am planning on doing. But the rat race of just like having bills, and then the majority of my income, if I were to work at like a restaurant or a bar, going to that, and then not really having a lot to save or like invest. And so our plan right now is to save, and hopefully in a few months it happens. Well, it will happen. But there's a lot for me to kind of figure out up until then. But sorry for this little ramble. It just feels very heavy sometimes, and I really have big goals. I really want to make it happen. I know I can make it happen. It's just sometimes it feels daunting and scary when you don't really have a clear direction on how to get to where you want to be. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm battling right now. Hence, I guess, why the past couple months I really haven't been working. I feel like I've just been crippled with the anxiety of just like not knowing. But if you're feeling like this, I just want you to know you're not alone. If you have any book recommendations about people in their 20s and just like those hard questions that are often asked in your like mid-20s, that would be greatly appreciated, because I know I'm not alone in this, and I think it should be talked about more because it's a hard age for sure.